We'll go ahead and lay down when you're ready. Allow the breath to flow. How deep can the inhale be? How long can the exhale be? With Valentine's Day coming up, usually this time of year is focused on somebody else, somebody that we love, focused on the external. Today is kind of a pre-Valentine's Day. We're giving ourselves the gift of self-love, self-care. So this will be a beautiful practice that gets us into some of the really delicious poses, some of my favorites, some things that get our joints like wrists, ankles, gently stretched, as well as areas all over the body. Imagine for today, it's like you're a goddess and everything is focused around you. The whole universe circles around you, and maybe ruling, or whatever it is that you do, ruling the world as a goddess. It's intense. It takes a lot of energy, and it's easy to think of everybody else and not of yourself. So today's the day the goddess gets to receive the gift, gets to have the self-care, receive just a chance to be feeling better, to be feeling good, to be breathing, to be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually supported. And so with this idea to help lead us on today, let's start to take the knees into the chest. The hand on each knee, gentle rocking around with the knees, the hips. They say that the hips are the area where Shakti lives. She's the goddess. So imagine by rocking around on the hips for a moment, we're tuning right into that space, that energy. I imagine circular motions with the knees, which makes the hips go circular. I imagine that tunes us right into that Shakti energy. It helps to kind of awaken that low back, that sacral area. Good. So now from here, drop the left leg all the way along on the floor. Right leg extends up to sky. Grab onto it. Try to help pull that leg into a nice stretch. Maybe by this moment, we can go a little deeper, either walk the hands higher, or maybe push the heel a little higher, pull in a little deeper, whatever it is that helps you get a little deeper into the sensation. One more deep inhale. Exhale, bend this right knee. The right knee heads across the body into a twist. So right knee is heading to left, but right arm is heading to the right. Imagine our back takes a lot more of the pressures of the day than other areas of body. Twisting can be such a gift. It just feels good. And it's not a motion that we take a full range of twist very frequently throughout our normal actions. Just enjoy this. Huge inhale. Nice exhale. Either stay in the twist like this a little longer or head with me to cat chasing its tail. The right leg straightens out in that twist. And then the right hand grabs the left toes behind your back. So options if you want to take them, you don't have to. Just heading a little deeper if it feels nice. And releasing hands, let the hips return to ground. Drop the right leg all the way along to floor. Left leg starts to extend up to sky. Little breath, just settling into kind of the first stage of the stretch. And maybe the hands walk a little higher, or maybe the heel slides longer, further up. See if there's a way to deepen this. The right knee takes a bench, the left knee takes a bench shape. It heads across the body to the right. Left arm extends out to left. Holding poses for just a little while longer than the normal lets the muscles relax just a little bit. From here, if you want to start building up the cat, chasing its tail, this left leg extends straight, and perhaps we grab the right toes with that left hand behind the back. More huge inhale. The next exhale. Start to let the knees bend. Return the hips directly to the floor, the knees above us. Grab onto the knees. Do a few more circles with the hips. And then let's work our way up to a seated place for cobbler's pose. Allow the knees to open, spine lengthens up to tilt forward. Then the end, if you'd like to release the weight of the spine back down, that's perfectly fine. In a moment, when we sit back up, we'll work on the neck. So if you'd like to start with some neck stuff now, you can take some half circles, slowly rocking the right ear over to the right shoulder. Eventually, back through the center, left ear to left shoulder. Take several of those if it feels good. Notice the spots that are extra tight. Okay, so as we rise back up, slide the feet to an easy cross leg shape. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And maybe the left arm hovers above the ground to the left. Sometimes I'll notice that my particular tight spots are just slightly different from this particular stretch. So you could, for instance, tilt the head behind the shoulder and lift the jaw up, or start to turn the nose down to the armpit, head slightly in front of the shoulder. So if a slight adjustment gets you into your tight spot, take that adjustment. We're trying to help the neck. Just a couple more breaths. And the head will slowly rise back up through the middle. And we'll work left ear to left shoulder. Perhaps right hand hovers off to the side. Same permission as before. If it's not quite your spot, move the head a little bit. Get directly into your tight areas and breathe. More inhale. Nice exhale. As head floats up, take the fingertips onto the shoulders. We'll let there be some rotation in the spine. So it'll be an inhale, twisting to one side, inhale to the other side, and then exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. You can go faster or slower than me. The neck can go or not, whatever feels more comfortable. Three, two, one. This one wraps up, open the legs out wide. Again, straight spine to start, walk the fingertips forward. But when you can't go any further, maybe the spine relaxes back. Weight of the head is absolutely happy to drop down if that feels good. Beautiful. Start to walk the hands back in. Another moment with cross leg. Try to get your non-dominant leg in front. So the side that doesn't feel as comfortable. Clasp the fingers together. Take the fingertips under the jaw, elbows open wide. With an exhale, we'll start to squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, open the elbows back out, the jaw is back to neutral. Exhale, notice it pushes the chin up. This one's more of a front of throat stretch. And drop back down. 3 more breaths. Whenever you finish the third breath, take the clasped hands behind the back of the head, and then let the weight of the arms invite the head into a back of neck stretch. Keep the hands clasped, but then release them from the head as the head rises. Flip the hands out from that clasped position. And then from the right hand staying where it is, the left hand pulls a little closer. The stretch for that back side of the right wrist. And switch it out. Left wrist pushes out, right wrist pulls in. Release, flip the hands the other way. And then same thing, left hand pulls closer. And switch it out, right hand pulls closer. Release, circle the wrist a few times, both directions. Head to kneeling. A few cat cows when we go. Slowly round the spine up. And then round back to the belly down. Five more. That second one, we're continuing it, but with the right leg essentially motion up the spine. So if the leg lifts up, we're dropping the belly down, breathing up. And then as the knee comes into the chest, we're rounding the whole spine. So completing that 4 more. Adding left arm if you want. Everything. You. One. And then as the leg comes back behind us, try to see if you can balance grabbing the left hand for that right foot back. If you're here, try to push the hand and the foot up. This is the back bend, shoulder opening, front of hip opening. Beautiful. Release. And left leg. Hands up, push the belly down, hands up, and curl in. Maybe right arm abs in. Breathe. 2. 1. And maybe try to grab hand and foot back. If you have the connection, try to lift it upward. Beautiful. Dropping that. The hips stay over the knees. The right hand reaches up to sky. With the wrist, roll once clockwise, once counter, and then thread right arm all the way to the foot. If you're staying here with both knees on the floor, maybe the left arm extends forward or wraps around the back. If you're adding in a leg challenge, maybe the left hand just stays in front of face for help with balance. So option for left toes to slide to back of mat, and then maybe lift directly up. There's challenge balance, so don't feel like you have to do that. Good. Knee returns down, left hand is in front of face, press into it. The cat. And curl. Beautiful. Neutral spine. Left hand lifts up to sky. Wrist roll clock. And counter clock. And thread that shoulder all the way through. The same thing, maybe just stay here. Or maybe right toe slide back. And then heel lifts up. One more inhale. Exhale, knee returns, right hand is in front of face, press into that. And cat. Cow. Tuck the toes, come up to high kneeling. Reach the hands to the sky. And then as elbows open like foot logo pose, push the heart through. Exhale. Inhale up and down to child. And that sequence twice more. So up high, hands reach up. Inhale. Exhale, elbows, foot wall. Good. Reach up. And child. One more. Inhale. Exhale, heart through. Inhale. Exhale, drop down, child. Bonus couple of breaths here. Kneeling plank pose. Shoulders come over wrists. 3 push-ups. Elbows stay squeezed in. Lower halfway down and press up. 2. 1. And then try to slowly lower belly all the way to floor. Back bend of your choice, maybe an easy Sphinx for this first one. Point for the neck is absolutely beautiful if you wish. Rolling or gazing over one shoulder and then the other. Your choice, child pose or down dog. Stay here a bit longer, especially if good things are happening. At some point when you're ready, you're welcome to make your way up to a forward folded dog. Use our next inhale to rise up to stand. Beautiful. So shifting our weight into left foot. The right knee rises. Our right hand grabs for that right knee. And then the knee opens out to the side. So you can either stay here or go hand to big toe, right hand to the right big toe, extending the right leg out. Good. And then whichever option we chose, open the left arm as well. So we're taking up lots of space. Oftentimes we're told to be small, but not big. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, eagle. Cross the right thigh over. You can touch the toes on the ground if needed or wrap around the calf. Right elbow up. Unwind. As you plant the feet, open the elbows wide, chest forward and through again. Beautiful. Back up to neutral standing. Shift weight into right foot. Left knee floats. As it opens, the hand can be on the knee or left finger around the left big toe. Start to open up. More inhale. Exhale, cross left thigh over. Kickstand is fine, or toe wrap, left elbow under. So I'll try to sit a little lower. More inhale. Exhale, plant the foot, open the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, dive all the way down, forward fold. Walk the hands to the outside of the right foot. It creates a little bit of spiral for the hip and the spine. Good. And then through center, hands to the outside of left foot. Back through center. The right foot slides back into lunge shape. So just the toes are down. From there, hands circle up to sky. As we open the elbows, we try to lower our hips a little bit. Good. Lift back up, fingers up, and drop down. 4. Try to keep the back leg as extended as possible. 3, 2, 1. Good. As the front leg straightens, slide the back heel into pyramid pose shape. Perhaps you're taking hands to hips for our normal version going forward, or perhaps you're grabbing hands behind your back for elbows, or the prayer position flip. Either way, keep the hips square. Start to move forward. Notice what works best for your balance. You could keep the gaze at the front big toe, or sometimes I'll gaze at the back big toe. That makes it different for the neck. So notice what works for you. If you need to change and just plant hands on the shin or the floor, that's always fine. Beautiful. Releasing the hands to the floor. The front knee can take a slightly bent shape as we get our hands planted. We're going to adjust back into three-legged dog. The left leg will be floating. Get high. And the knees and the toes behind your back. Opening your head and head. Square the hips back down, left leg still floating. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. See if it's possible to lower down with that left leg floating. Good. From there, as you get your right elbow planted in front of you, grab your left hand to the left toes, pull it into quad stretch. Beautiful. Release the foot and the hands. Child pose, down dog, or a flow, your choice. When you feel ready, sooner or later, walk the feet up to top of mat. Inhale, circle arms up to sky. Take a slight back bend at the top. Hands to heart. Right hand to right thigh. Left hand reaches up and over. Lean lateral. And rise. Switch it out. Rise. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Perhaps fingers or palm works under the feet for a moment.
Exercise.
you did that, unwind the hands. Start to slide the left foot back. Lunge shape. Fingertips will rise. Good. This is the high part of it. The elbows open, football goalpost. Bend your front knee, trying to lower a bit deeper. Good. And 4, it's a slight back bend in the chest. I like to gaze up to help that. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Slide the back heel in until it can be all the way flat on the floor. Maybe the grip behind back, but you can have the hands forward if you wish. Keep the hips square. Then to bend forward for a bit. More breaths. The third one, we'll work on planting the feet. The front knee can be bent as our hands get set up. Planting hands. We'll step back with the front foot, 3-legged dog. Right leg is floating, bend the knee, so the toes behind your back. The front of the hip open. Good. Re-straighten the legs, re-square the hips. Plank with that right leg floating. Squeeze the elbows in, more chaturanga. Good. And then left elbow plants in front of us. Right hand grabs the right foot, pull it. Inhale. Exhale, release. As we plant the hands, child pose, down dog, or flow. Eventually we'll head to top of mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down to heart. Shifting weight over left, we'll do the same thing as before. So right knee floats and opens. You can either have the hand on the knee or go for the big toe. Out. Good. Extend forward, kick through. Warrior 3. Soft land, warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Beautiful. So from warrior 2, take the left hand behind the back of the head, behind the back of the neck rather. The right hand grabs the elbow and then pulls that elbow to the back wall. Beautiful. Open the arms back out, warrior 2. And then extended side angle. The left elbow rests on thigh, the right arm stretches forward. Rising back up, open up to star. So the toes are at 45-degree angle, the fingers are up high. Good. The hands drop down to the inner knees as we come into a bench shape with the knees. Good. Rotate the right shoulder forward through center. And left shoulder. Center. And straighten the legs, turn the toes directly forward, wide angle forward. Start to walk the hands to plant up at the top of the mat. The left leg will step back, three-legged dog. Same thing, bend the knees and the toes behind your back. Either stay here or flip briefly, wild thing. And then hand returns, hip returns, leg returns straight. Beautiful reach. Three-legged plank. Or down. Up into your choice. Downward facing dog. Bring up to top of mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Shift your weight to right foot. The left knee rises, opens. We either grab for the knee or grab for the foot. Extend over. Foot or knee returns forward to swing back, warrior 3. Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale. Open warrior 2. Right hand comes to back of neck. Left hand grabs the right elbow to pull that elbow to the back wall. And open warrior 2. Extended side angle, the right elbow to right thigh, left arm up to extend forward. Good. Rising up, warrior 2. Through star. Through goddess, hands on the knees. Push the thighs open. Rotate right shoulder to the center. Left shoulder. Middle. Straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. Wide angle forward. Maybe some gentle movement for the neck. Start to walk up to top of that, plant them. Right leg swings back, three-legged dog. Then bend the right knee, send the toes behind you. Or open here, just stay or flip wildly. Good, hand, shoulder, hips, return. Shift forward plank, floating right leg if possible. Lower down. Bend. Beautiful, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, open. Goes behind one more time. And then as you unwind this time, left leg under through to you get to choose. Maybe you want the back bend. Maybe you want the mermaid. Maybe you want sleep. Using the hands, come to a kneeling place. Hips will trace a huge circle clockwise. Huge circle counterclock. And downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bend the knees and the toes behind your back. And release right leg into. Same options, play with any variations or just go straight to sleep. The hands. Come back to the kneeling shape, another circle, counterclockwise and clockwise. That finishes. Sit the feet onto the heels, but then the hips slide off to the left side, so feet are to the right. Right hand grabs the right ankle, left hand reaches up, and then we lean over, the right ear drops to the right shoulder. The breath right here. And then we slowly return the left arm to hover above the ground, leave the right ear over right shoulder. Head rises. Lift the hips to shift them to the other side of the feet. Left hand grabs left ankle, right arm up to lean over. The ear dropping down. And then hand starts to return to hover. Gently rises, bring the feet around in front. Focusing on the right foot for a moment, we're going to help rotate through the ankle a couple of times. Let's go at least 3 circles clockwise. And then 3 circles counter. Good. Pointing the toes, your left hand tries to help accentuate the toe part of it. Pushing down. And then flexing the foot, the left hand tries to help accentuate the toes coming back that direction. Beautiful. Switch this to a baby cradle for that left leg, rocking the hip. That hip feels good. Drop it down to cross leg, shin stack, or knee stack, whatever allows both sitting bones to stay down. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll take a twist over the right shoulder. And forward, lean forward. Raising up. Let the right leg release down to ground. Left foot, help it take 3 counterclockwise circles. Three clockwise. The toes, try to push down. Flexing the foot, try to push the toes the other direction. Release, baby cradle. Bring this hip out. Dropping it down, cross leg, shin stack or knee stack. Sitting up tall, rotate in a twist over the left shoulder. Turning forward, lean directly forward. Inhale. Exhale. As we rise up, we'll start the transition to Shavasana. If there's any last stretches you need, take them. And maybe there's a different type of Shavasana you want today, maybe legs up the wall or something else. So know that you can explore any Shavasana that you want, or normal is also perfectly fine. Rush to be in Shavasana, but when you are there, imagine you could slow down time. It's like you're a goddess. You can command whatever you want to happen. And so by slowing down time, you get to just be here in this moment of self-care a little bit longer. Just enjoy the slow, deep breaths. Just enjoy being. into deep inhales. And exhales. Introduce little movements back to fingers and toes. Ankles and wrists. Stretch out in ways that feel really good. That's a nice fetal position. Enjoying a few extra breaths here. So we're returning to this dimension, this time, this space. Eventually we'll come up to a comfortable seated place, but no rush. Hands at our heart. We reconnect to this idea of pre-Valentine's Day being about us. Loving ourselves so much. And in doing so, we naturally show up a little bit kinder, a little bit more able to listen and communicate effectively in our external situation, our external world. So with this deep love for ourselves, care for ourselves to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.